Hey everyone, Jay here from Darkling Alley. This is the last part of Chapter 4, and was arguably the most important section of the game. After this, we'll be taking a break from our Alan Wake gameplay commentary videos to focus on a recap of what we have learned so far. After we have completed and posted the recap, we will finish the remainder of the series. So without further delay, let's finish this chapter.
Rock and roll capital of America, right here
Yep.
in Washington.
Found
It's
lot
almost
of
kind of
good
true.
rock.
A lot of great bands have come out of Washington.
Oh, absolutely. All of my favorite.
Just don't say Washington, please.
There's no R.
That is... I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anyone, but it is kind of annoying when people say Washington because that's not how you say it. Am I being rude?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. As long as you don't think so. I hate how it takes forever to pick up a flashlight. Or to, like, trade stuff, like
Right.
a flashlight or a gun.
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think riders were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
I am so glad that they kept the two actors for Alan Wake.
Oh, absolutely. It wouldn't have been the same.
No.
As the deputies hauled Wake and Wheeler away, Agent Nightingale eagerly examined the stack of papers Wake had been carrying. It was incomplete, a collection of random pages, but there was enough. He saw his own name in there, among others. His hands shook with emotion. Finally, it was proof. He had been right all along.
And it's starting to get annoying, the whole Jake Gyllenhaal thing. But I have to admit, I thought it was Jake Gyllenhaal at first too when I saw the live action part, the TV show on this game.
Yeah, I mean, he does look very similar.
When he looks like that, yeah, but like on his commercials and stuff that he does in Finland, he looks nothing like him.
Yeah.
Actually, he's older than Jake Gyllenhaal,
Hey,
so.
I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Oh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
I kind of want to see that.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Scratch does one
Oh, that's true.
in American Nightmare.
Yeah.
It's like sort of one. But I mean, it's good enough.
Yeah.
really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Sleep. We all spend a third of our
Night
dreams in its
Springs.
soft embrace,
Man,
somewhere
brings back
between
memories.
fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
have a way
real
of
writing
forcing
job. What got you
themselves into
started?
waking life,
Was this one of your
vice
episodes?
versa. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready.
Oh, wow. Who's that?
You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wake.
Sucks to be them. Okay, interesting fact about me. I've never had a nightmare.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I've never had any kind of... I mean, I've had bad dreams, but not nightmares.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
I know an interesting fact about you.
What's that?
You'll eat anything.
This is
There
true.
is no food that you will turn down.
No. I'll try anything once.
And if it was up to you, you'd live on cereal.
Oh, absolutely.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
Okay. They get up with the sun on the farm.
It's good to know.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
I always wondered
Good
why
luck with that, pal.
they had you focus on
Let's run this away
that.
out here, okay? Take a closer look at this stuff.
And then, like, you find out, like, at the end of, like, this little segment here why.
Yeah.
eyes open, okay?
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
And more music that we have to cut out, unfortunately. It's Young Men Dead, right? From Black Angels?
Yeah.
Which they also had on The Last of Us Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good song. They were playing in Seattle not long ago. I wish we could have gone.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
You just called them geriatric wrecks. That's so
Alan,
mean.
come on.
They're trying to help him.
Got to be kidding.
Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. Maximum overdrive again. that guy's just gonna come out and kick my ass. Even though I just like took out a bunch of his friends and whatever that thing was. So wasn't it? This is not a tractor, harvester.
One of those harvesters.
Yeah.
I was looking to harvest more than wheat.
So Alan's gonna go get Barry, who's locked in this room, and it happens to be that same room that they went in the first time with that, what was it, the thing that they had you focus on, that big tank?
Yeah.
And like Alan had kicked the door down and stuff in there, and it's like put back together and everything's fine. So it's kind of weird. But, you know, it means something. It's got to. Can't be wrong about this.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, let's go, man. I think we're gonna have to work together. Hey, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Isn't that whole place a farm? Not just the house.
Yeah. We're going to Valhalla.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna go
Come on,
die.
one more gig. Let's do this.
Isn't that what Valhalla is supposed to be about?
Yeah.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box. You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby edge.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
It's a pretty sweet looking axe.
Another wolf picture. It's the same one, actually. Just says their band name.
Mm-hmm.
No hands on the clock. We already went over that in another video, how there's no time in Bright Falls while this is all happening.
Another good video worth checking out.
Yes, they all are. Like I said, we've been missing hockey games. We've been missing fights. There's another one.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
Didn't take too much convincing for Alan.
No, well, he's supposed to be like a alcoholic or whatever, but I wonder how long it's been since he's had a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a
drunken voice.
booze millionaire.
So funny.
Not very
I
convincing.
just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al.
Was that Alan that just snorted? Or was it Barry?
It's hard to tell.
I think it was Alan. This part is so weird, but I love it.
Damn it.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It says get to the
It was a
cabin.
crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Alice? Alice!
And now the HUD says, find out what happened to you. So I guess that would be Alan, right? Because Alan's that out-of-body observer, but we are now, so it's kind of weird. Splash. I bet Alan's
I
still
remembered
there.
thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript.
So he says that he thinks he remembered seeing her in the water.
I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Yeah, that too. I must have thought she drowned. He doesn't even know.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
He's like talking part like he knows and part like he doesn't know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
Notice how he keeps disappearing? Where at the very beginning, when he disappeared, there were no birds that attacked him, like in the beginning.
That's right.
At the beginning of the game, how the birds attacked him when he went running to help Alice.
Yeah.
Well,
The
that
dark
didn't happen.
presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
I'm showing that right there because that's where Alice's boots were before she got taken. She had her boots sitting there, and they're gone now. They're not part of his memory, I guess.
Yeah.
And you'll also see up on the banister on the stairs, her jeans aren't there either. Like basically every sign of her is not in this memory or dream. That doesn't look like it's been working for a while. Cauldron Lake Lodge, that's always there, even in the DLCs. When everything else is gone, it's just like kind of floating there. I'm just investigating. So let's go check on the car now.
Whatever power had brought me back to this night at the lake was also stopping me from leaving.
Oh.
I had no choice but to see it through, to find out what had happened.
It's always a full moon.
Every night?
Every night. Really, every night that they show, it's always a full moon.
Yeah.
And a lot of these rock formations throughout the game look kind of like hooded figures, don't they?
They do, yeah. Yeah, they definitely resemble.
Like human figures, like in hooded cloaks or something.
Yeah.
No jeans.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
So creepy looking.
No. I wrote it.
Okay, here's where things get really interesting.
I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. We'll know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
Notice how it says 667?
I'd woken up, confused and groggy.
So, like, that's the other
my
neighbor
mind consumed
beast,
by
right?
darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape.
I just thought that was funny because of control.
The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted.
Mm-hmm. They showed the blocked road.
But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
So that's it for chapter 4, right?
That's right. If you guys are fans of Remedy and Alan Wake and Control, definitely subscribe. Got a lot more content on the way.
Absolutely. All right, so I guess that's it for now.
Darkling Alley, signing out.
Out. Like buying stuff. See you later. Come back, please. Subscribe, like, and do those things. Do the right thing.